Evo, Petra, Tetra,
Petra.
Petra.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, let's talk about that shit for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I love the look of it. I think it looks like a crazy sort of spaceship kind of design. And, it just makes me want one just so I can have it on my shelf, basically. To me, VapeXhale is synonymous with Seibo. So I'm kind of waiting to see what is VapeXhale post Seibo, So, I mean, I feel like this is just step one. I do think there's more coming down the road. I'm excited to see what's there. I know they've tried a few different areas. They've kind of dipped their toe out of dry herb vaping, and they've been, they made that little cart system thing, the stone.
Hanu Lab stone.
The Hanu stone, yeah, that was it. And then they've done like other sort of cart-based stuff. But for me, that was such a revolutionary device when it came out. And it was born of the vape community, Seibo, he was on FC Stone Monkey, wasn't he, for years before he put that together. And the rest of the team are all from FC as well, I think. The rest of the guys, the original VapeXhale team. And it became one of the most invested in vaporizer companies at one point. It seems like everybody owns a piece of VapeXhale.
Right.
But, it just felt like Seibo was always kind of steering the ship there. And it was his kind of enthusiasm and energy that was driving things. And so I'm just really interested to see what life is like for VapeXhale without Seibo. And are they going to come out with an improved Evo? Is there a portable device on their horizon, or is it going to kind of fade away like we've seen so many other vape brands? Who knows, Be interesting to see.
I'm looking forward to the Petra myself. I'm sure they've done something to the inside, whether it's making the heater more reliable, more consistent, or the electronic. There's room for improvement in there that we won't see. You know what I'm saying? We'll just look down the center and go, same shit going on, beautiful air path.
Yeah.
And okay, they added handles and whatever, but fuck, man, that's all we got all last year. Everything was just an update. Yeah. Everybody's updating their shit. Nobody's coming out with anything new. So I stopped holding people's fire to that, their feet to that fire. But I do want something new, and especially from these guys. You're right, man, because that was heavy innovation back in the day. And we all keep saying we just want this in our pocket, you know what I mean? And instead, now it looks to be maybe even bigger.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure I went that way.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. It's kind of, it's bigger and it's like more garish. It's like, hey, here I am, instead of, something like the bowl we were just talking about, how it can just sit unobtrusively on your side table or whatever. And along comes VapeXhale with a, hey, look at me, I'm the new vape in town. But yeah,
funny,
the time is right, because since COVID and the lockdowns, we at Vapefiend have seen a big increase in sales of desktop devices. Kind of felt like they were dying out at one point, and then suddenly they're back on the map. And then there's all the developments in technology like the Baller, the B2, and the Hot Rod and all this stuff. Suddenly there's a reason to have a desktop again. And, there's room for VapeXhale, I think, in that market. I'd love to see something new from them. Something really new,
I would too.
And I want to see what Seibo's going to do as well. Now he's not with VapeXhale. Is he still in the cannabis space? Is he going to come up with something else? Is he going to, give birth to some other great new technology or service or something?
He's creating some really good Instagram reels.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He's doing some other stuff. I know he's doing some coaching and things, but yeah, that's a good point, man. I'd be curious to see. He's still, invested in VapeXhale.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not like he's not there, but as far as like running the show, yeah, it's different now. So I don't know. We'll see what he does, man. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh, so I thought about that.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I remember going up there to San Francisco back in 2012, I think it was,
Wow.
which must have been the Evo was just about to launch, because he had we had the original VapeXhale Cloud. We'd had that for some time, and then the Evo was like on Indiegogo or something, and it was just about to launch. And yeah, flew into San Francisco to meet him and to try it and to test it and kind of sign some distribution agreements and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was very cool. That was a big milestone for my kind of company and for Vapefiend to have the confidence of this, you know, very impressive new device and the company behind it, for them to say, hey, yeah, you guys are going to be our exclusive distributor for Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. It was like, wow, okay, we get to actually do this for a living. You know, this is going to be my job. You know, I'm going to be 100% vape nerd now from now until, you know, God willing, the rest of my days. And that's how it's played out. And Seibo and VapeXhale were a big part of that. So there'll always be a tender place in my heart for them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's so great to hear. Puff It Up was my VapeXhale to you.
Right.
Like Puff It Up was my big connection that made it possible for me to take the leap and do this full time.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a cool company as well. Didn't they kind of close down for a bit recently and then pop back up again?
Yeah. Well, they closed down when the vape shipping ban happened, and then they sold their company, transferred the brand over to Green Lane or Vapor.com.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So yeah. Now I have no relationship.
Right.
So.
Yeah. It's a shame. I mean, I've seen a couple of other companies go that way. Green Lane's becoming a bit of a massive conglomerate, isn't it? It's just absorbing everything in its path. They haven't made it to the UK yet, but yeah, I'm sure they're coming for us.
Right. They're looking over the channel.
Yeah, indeed.